damals gemacht habe, wo ich sagen würde, es ist witzig. Das ist gut, das machen wir. Das gucken wir uns jetzt an. Das ist wirklich, das machen wir jetzt. Das ist eine gute Idee von mir selber, die ich gerade auf dem Klo hatte. Wir gucken uns jetzt ein altes Video von Morf an. Nom, nom, nom. Omelette.
Alright, YouTube.
Oh, ich muss lauter machen.
Today it is about the so-called progress, and it is basically a compilation of stuff that the industry, the consumerism, and the society tells you that those innovations are very good for you and you have a benefit when you buy them. And to me there is a lot of so-called progress. And before we start, I just explain a little about myself here, because when I was growing up, I understood in maybe in a time span of 5 years or something, that there is a lot of stuff that is not interesting to me, and it is basically a waste of my life to think about stuff or even memorize bullshit data that I don't need.
Was möchte der Mann erzählen?
Still today, I cannot recall the names of the 12 months of 1 year.
Yes.
It starts with January, February, and
November and
it's
December.
getting hard. I like the number 4 is April. I know this, and then it ends with November and December, right?
Na klar.
And before this, it's October and September. But this is just because Sept, Oct, Nov, and dates is like logic, right? But that's it. And this is even stuff I was achieving in the last few years. Back in, when I was 25, I had no idea about all those bullshit names, because I was learning in school that first of all, I have to learn this bullshit, and then I resisted instantly, because this is my instinct. I don't want. And then also at the same time, the teachers told me that there are numbers, and that this is like, you can just take the numbers if you want to.
Wotan, ich bin voll bei dir.
Identify a month. And so I said, fuck this, I don't need the fucking names. And that's why this video here and the compilation I will give you is like a very contemporary stack in my memory, because I will most likely forget about everything I will just tell you here. And what I also did was basically I just grinded some best get.
Das stimmt, ich habe fast alles vergessen, worüber ich in diesem Video erzählt habe. Aber damals, als ich diese Videos aufgenommen habe, war ich auch permanent besoffen. Das kam noch dazu. Das war ja im Lockdown.
Pages of 2020 or whatever pages, Lifehacks and whatever.
Von wann ist das?
Pages and shills that just want to sell you crap from the industry. And,
Adolf Hitlers Geburtstag. Es ist Adolf Hitlers Geburtstag 2020. Ihr seht das nicht. 20.04.2020.
Lifestyle, pimp your lifestyle. And if you have, after watching this video, good additions, like perfect examples for so-called progress, just write it in the comments. I'm actually interested, because this stuff is very funny to me. So let's start. First of all, as always, this is my phone.
Der Boy hat immer noch das gleiche Phone.
So-called progress
Dasselbe sogar.
is smartphone, because it might be useful once a year or something, but usually you become the tool of this fucking device. There is so much reported stuff why smartphones are bad, and I'm not only calling out for surveillance and data security I'm calling out for your own health, not even mental health, but also real health. And there is so much stuff going wrong with smartphones. So I do not need to talk about that because this is covered in actual fucking media. And I also have like already videos like digitalization in schools with like a lot of studies and research done and how it keeps fucking with the progress of children and that it is not good for education in schools and stuff. So next example, selfie sticks. This one connects right to the smartphones because I mean, I understand that the selfie stick is like a cool invention if you want to do a cool video of your own and you have now no one, and also the perspectives seems interesting. But there is a funny paper I just found, and it basically says
funny paper
because of selfie sticks there is more plastic surgery on noses because people always have this perspective on themselves. And of course, this perspective says basically, what is wrong with your fucking nose? It's so big, or something like this. And yeah, more surgery. To me, this is not an advantage. To me, this is so-called progress because it's a disadvantage. So next example, so-called progress. High heels and pumps. You know, those fucking shoes. Those fucking fashion victim and fashion slaves and slaves to
Damals hatte ich diese ganzen Worte noch nicht, ne? Ich würde ja jetzt sagen, das sind einfach sozusagen Sklaven der Verwertungslogik, die ihren eigenen Körper fetischisieren und kommodifizieren müssen. Aber damals wusste ich das noch alles noch nicht.
The social struggle. All those women.
Social struggle.
Those shoes. And I mean, it is obvious that they are not like made for walking or for wearing them. They are basically useless, but there are no shoes. There are no actual shoes. They are something else. They are like an accessoire, but not like a utility. So next example, wireless mouse. So this one here, this is my mouse. Okay, it's the classic $10,
the classic
€10
$10
Logitech mouse, and
Still
I have like
Logitech.
5 of them.
Yeah,
always there. If one gets is destroyed, I just take another one. And wireless mouses. When this shit came up, and I was like a hardcore gamer at this point.
Nee,
I
B100
was like,
habe
why
ich.
would someone do this? There will be the point that the fucking battery is going down, and then you lose the game. You are actually, if you are in game, I mean, and also the latency. The fucking cable is the fastest shit. I mean, the fucking cable is solid fucking shit, and wireless communication is awful. Why would you ever risk losing a game and having struggles with your fucking hardware? This is no option. But there were already consumer puppets at LAN parties back in the days that had stuff like this, and it's just awful. So, next example. Thermomix.
Thermomix, Junge.
Absolutely useless item. It basically tells you what to do and when to do. But for this, you already have your fucking smart devices like your smartphone, and you can just check out recipes and nothing else. I mean, you can do everything without the Thermomix and probably even better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just like it costs money, but there is no benefit in using Thermomix.
Nein.
So to me, this is so-called progress. Next example. Cryptocurrency. As I already said, one fucking Bitcoin transaction.
Der Boy war damals schon richtig based. Wusste ich gar nicht, dass ich damals schon so einen Hass gegen Krypto hatte.
Is the same amount of energy consumption as one fridge for 8 years straight. So fuck it. It's a fucking illusion. It's not solving capitalism because it is still capitalism, and it is also not like sustainable. So cryptocurrency is a naive approach to something, and I like the idea, but that's it. I mean, it's not like, it's basically so-called progress. So for the next, so this, all those examples I had still back in my mind somewhere, where the January and the February and the December and the November is, right?
Ja.
Those are the examples.
Die würde ich jetzt auch noch sozusagen noch rauskramen können. Das wüsste ich jetzt noch.
Now comes like I grinded some of those consumer pages. And first of all, I understood that survival kits are trending. So you should invest into, stock market of some survival kits. Get some shares there. I promise. It's a big trend. It's already a hype maybe.
Ja, solltet ihr immer noch machen wahrscheinlich.
But first example is the LARQ bottle. And it's basically a bottle. But it costs a lot of money. And once per month you have to charge it. And then it does something with your water. Basically, it kills bacteria and it keeps itself clean and stuff. Yeah, because sure. You can't just take a bottle, right? I mean, we have no bottles in our society. You need to pay a shitload of money for a special bottle that even consumes electricity. To me, so-called progress. And next example, Wuggy, the world's most effective alarm clock. This is basically a fucking thing. You lie on your, right next to your bed on the floor. And it makes sounds like a fucking alarm clock. And it only stops when you put your feet on. Isn't this a super genius idea and invention? I think it is. But seriously, when I was like in school and I knew of course, waking up is a pain, right? So it's a pain. It is still a pain, and it was a pain back then. But back then I had to. So what did I? I took a fucking radio alarm clock that basically plays fucking music from the fucking radio stations. But then I even fucked with the frequency, and it was basically a little bit of Last Christmas and then a lot of noise. And I tuned it super loud. And of course, I did not put it right next to my bed. I just placed it right at the door or somewhere that I have to go up and press the fucking button. And the moment I reach there, I'm already awake because it was super loud and I was just, awake. So this is my life coach advice. I'm just giving you life hacks for free here. Fuck you. This is just so awful. I mean, and people are buying this stuff. And this shit is getting like
English that is the yellow from the egg, auf jeden Fall.
What is fucking wrong with the fucking society? Oh, I already have a video for this. Fuck it. Next example.
Hatte damals schon Videos für alles.
Luxa 4 LED status light productivity tool. You know, if you're working in some cool lifestyle, Kickstarter, do-it-yourself, big office or somewhere, you can plug some LED, whatever, in your fucking notebook or in your fucking PC, and it's hanging there. And of course, it's like the fucking ICQ bubble or the fucking Skype. It's green, it's red, or it's yellow. And it says, I'm in a fucking tunnel, don't fuck with me, I'm available for a small talk, you can come by, or only if it's urgent. But what is this? I mean, first of all, it consumes energy. Second of all, when I am in the fucking tunnel, everyone can see it, okay? Because I'm coding. I do not need a fucking light. And when I'm fucking watching cat content on YouTube, and I do not want to be disturbed, I take my fucking phone, headphones or something. I actually cannot understand that wasting energy with a fucking LED is helping in any fucking situation. To me, this is so-called progress. It's an absolute bullshit, useless gadget. Absolutely retarded as fuck, because this is also a matter of respect and privacy. I mean, if someone comes to you and fucks with you, you just say, fuck you, get off of my fucking desktop. And that's it. If you are a fucking retard and everyone just fucks with your attention all the time, and you buy a fucking LED, this won't change anything, because those fuckers will just ask, oh, what is this LED meaning? And you paid for this? $20? Not sure how much it costs, but I have a lot of links in the description. Or maybe not. Maybe I won't do it. Because in the end, I even make like commercial spots here on YouTube. That's not a good idea. Maybe some of you fuckers are even thinking that some of the inventions I'm listing here are actually good, though that's not a good idea. I probably won't do a lot of links, maybe a few studies. Okay, next one. Innovia automatic paper towel dispenser. You know, it's like you wave your hand next to the towel dispenser and then it makes bzzz and some towel comes out. What is this? It's so-called progress because no one needs it.
No.
You can just take your towel like everyone else. You don't need electricity for it. And also I would assume that like stacking towels in this shit, like of course it's like one use only towels, right? Because it's good for environment. Fuck it. I like it. It's fucking awesome. So-called progress. Okay, next one. Primey compact bottle opener. Yes, you heard it. It's a bottle opener, and no, this is a fucking knife, okay? And because you can open a bottle with fucking everything. I have like 300 gadgets here in my fucking room where I could fucking open the fucking bottle with. But yeah, you know, this bottle opener, it can handle up to 164,000 times its own weight. And that's of course what a bottle opener needs.
Ja, genau.
So consider buying it.
Fuck.
Next one. Amber, the world's most advanced mug. I already forgot what this is, but I would assume it keeps like temperature and it's awesome and it costs a lot of money, so it's obviously a very good gadget. Fuck it. Next one, Aqua Notes. Imagine you are under the shower and you have a very cool DIY idea or for the next pitch meeting, or you have like a very cool idea how to suck up the life out of the planet or to kill some people in advance. Then of course, in your fucking shower, you have a pencil and a piece of paper that is waterproof and it's called Aqua Notes. Wow, so-called progress. Fuck it. Next one. TileMate. It costs $50. And of course, it's like GPS trackers that you can plug onto everything you do not want to lose. Like your keys, or your baby, or your cat, or whatever. And then of course you can track this stuff with the device. You can track your fucking wife with it. And why this is so-called progress to me? Because the only one who profits from this is the fucking big data industry. And this is obvious. Same with the fucking smartphone and stuff. Of course. Next one. Urgent Night Brain Sleep Trainer. 20-minute daily teaches your brain how to sleep deeply. So it's like a fucking whatever. You plug it on your head and do whatever, 20 minutes meditation. I have no idea what happens. And of course, it does something like electromagnetic waves or whatever, and it measures something. And then it says basically what you should exercise to have a better sleep. Because all this mindless consuming and your fucking toxic life makes your sleep very bad.
Yeah.
Of course it does. Because you're a fucking mindless consumer.
Of course.
And what is the solution? Buy more useless stuff. And the best...
Also ich muss sagen, ich bin auf jeden Fall richtig im Vibe mit Vergangenheitsmorph. Ich finde, Vergangenheitsmorph ist relativ based.
The thing is, when the useless stuff is like sold as something that helps you to prevent the very symptoms you are only causing because of your fucking consumerism. Perfect match, so-called progress.
Yes.
Fuck it.
Beste Leben.
Next example. Vortex insect bite cure device gets rid of bug bites quickly. And it looks like a fucking
Genau,
wall or
mit
something.
Ö
And,
und G.
Imagine you are out in the nature and there is a little scratch. Of course, you have the device and the device does something on your skin and you do like 45 seconds, press a button, it makes something like bzzz, and then something happens and it's better. I mean, this happens all the time to me. I'm out in the nature and then comes some evil insect and then I have a scratch here and then I say, oh fuck it, I need the device because the scratch is totally fucking with me. I can't even do a shit anymore because of the scratch here.
Ja, braucht man immer. Muss man
If
haben.
you are like this, fuck you.
If
How
you
can
are
you
like
be so
this,
stupid? Just fuck you.
Fick dich doch einfach.
So, next one.
Das ist witzig. Der Boy ist wirklich witzig, oder? Ich feiere mich hier jetzt ein bisschen selbst. Das muss auf jeden Fall sein.
I need the device because the scratch is totally fucking with me. I can't even do a shit anymore because of the scratch here. If you are like this, fuck you. How can you be so stupid? Just fuck you. So, next one. Jenny can barcode scanner for garbage cans. Oh yes! You have an app on your fucking smartphone device and you scan. This is what I would assume. You scan barcodes of the items you are buying. And when you used the items, for example, the beer, the industrial beer from your fucking supermarket, and you are done with the bottle. Okay, the bottle has of course a barcode on it. Then you scan the barcode with the fucking barcode scanner on your trash can. So while you are moving it through the trash can, this device of course has to be in standby all the time, so it consumes energy and stuff. Then it scans the barcode and keeps the information and maybe sends it to your other smart devices like Alexa and whatever, to your smart fridge and stuff, whatever. And of course to the NSA. But that's another thing, right? And yeah, while we are talking like smart fridges, sure. Smart homes, Alexa and all that stuff, and I think I talked about this in my deep learning or in my digitalization video, not sure. But this is stuff for dystopian movies already, I think. I do not have to add a lot because yeah, smart fridges. This is obviously not a good idea. And if you think it is a good idea, I tell you, it's so-called progress and you are a fucking puppet of the industry. So, next section is baby stuff. Because, yeah, sure, my girl is like almost 2 years now.
2 years damals? Ach, sowas Süßes.
There is a lot of stuff that the industry tries to sell young parents and it is awful. And I have a few examples here. There is actually the company Bosch, you know, big German country, and they have the so-called smart baby strollers. You can basically remote control the baby stroller with your fucking app or whatever. Let's say you want to climb a mountain because your fucking house is uphill because you're a fucking rich ass, right? And rich asses, yeah, they live up there. And it is so difficult to climb the mountain with a fucking baby stroller. So you have a little bit of energy, whatever, motorized energy cell on it, and you can just say forward and then it drives up or it helps you driving or whatever. And I mean, what could go wrong, right?
Ja, was könnte passieren? Ja, das ist eine gute Frage.
How can someone be so stupid to actually consider to remote control the fucking baby stroller?
Mal ehrlich jetzt.
Only fucking consumer idiots can do something like this. There is so much potential for abuse for accidents, for and I'm not even calling out for like data security here, because of course this is always a problem with smart devices. Oh no. It's awesome. Awesome stuff. So
Ich fühle den Boy.
by the way. So,
Ich fühle den
the
Boy
next
von damals,
example,
von vor 3
a
Jahren.
noise creator, sound machine. So, just imagine. We all know, or at least I know, that noise, like white noise, is perfect for sleeping. Because we are all cave monkeys and we are still living in fucking
Na
caves.
klar, wir brauchen White
And
Noise.
in nature there's always some noise from the trees and from raining and stuff, and all this is like white noise or pink noise, or I have no idea what was it. It had something to do with the frequency distribution and whatever.
Na klar.
But noise, natural noise. And
Das, was das
of
Regen
course
macht.
your baby
Regenrauschen.
likes this stuff too. And you know how they sell those shits? It's like, yeah, maybe you're a consumer puppet, you open a bottle, or you laugh so hard about your Netflix TV
Passbrause, du hast aufgepasst. Ich habe mir noch ein zweites geholt. Uah.
show and whatever, and then your baby awakes. But I tell you something. It is even better when you do not use something like this and make your child like addicted to something like this, because there will be situations where the workflow is not happening and you have not the device there or whatever, and then you are fucked, because then it might happen that your child is not even like sleeping well anymore because it's used to something like this. And then I mean I knew people when we were visiting them and they had a small child, like 1 year or something or less. We could not use the toilet flush because the baby would awake. And why is this? Probably because it's very, it fucks up with every fucking noise. This is awful. And you do this basically to your own child when you are like doing the wrong stuff. Like being very, very, you produce no noise anymore. No noise. Because babies are used to stuff like this. I mean, my girl, she was having a good sleep all over. And when she's awake...
Jetzt mal ganz nebenbei. Mein Girl schläft hier oben auf dem Hochbett. Hier in diesem Raum, während ich mit euch rede. Jetzt gerade. Vergangenheitsmorph hat's schon gewusst. Vergangenheitsmorph war schon
she's only
krass.
Like awakening when she is hungry, of course. And then there is a breast. So it's easy. It's and sleep. And as I already told, I was never like breaking my sleep over it. It was like 3 up to maybe 5 times in these 2 years.
Ja, direkt hier oben. Also
actually getting
das
awake in the middle
nicht
of the
mal
night.
2 Meter Unterschied.
So yeah, probably because we are fucking chilled out. And if there is outside some loud car, and because we are living right in the city, right next to the fucking police station, and there's like alarm signals and stuff, and it is loud, and it is right in front of our window. There is no problem, okay? My fucking girl is sleeping. No problem. And my record is something like I slept with her until I think 12 p.m. or something.
Das stimmt, das war wirklich der Rekord. Das war der absolute Rekord, ja.
At least until 10. And if she's awake and I'm still sleeping because
damals, als sie noch ein Baby war, da habe ich wirklich, also ich hatte Elternzeit und da habe ich mit ihr standardmäßig bis um 10 durchgepennt. Ne, wenn sie wach geworden ist, hat sie so geguckt. Ich habe noch geschlafen, weil ich habe ja bis in die Nacht Videos aufgenommen, so wie das hier. Ne, dann ist sie aufgewacht, hat geguckt. Ah, Papa pennt noch, egal. Und dann hat sie sich einfach wieder neben mich gelegt. Ne, da war sie noch ein Baby. Das war super. Beste Leben.
My wife is working, right? She gets awake and then she's just sitting there and chilling out, playing some stuff, reading her favorite books, but she's never like waking me up intentionally. And she could do this. She could kick me in the face, but she is not, because she is chilled out.
Das stimmt. Ich habe dann auch wirklich beobachtet, sie ist dann aufgestanden und hat sich dann selber beschäftigt. Sie hat sich dann Spielzeug geholt. Sie hat sich sogar Spielzeug geholt und in das Familienbett reingetragen und dann da gespielt, bis ich wach geworden bin. Das war super süß, weil da war sie noch ein super kleines Kind, ne? Ich weiß doch, Todesrune, I slept with her, Alter. Fuck off, Mann.
Whatever. Next example. Pacifiers. We did not use them. We had a few, of course, and we also tried it, but only when we were driving with a car or something. But usually we did not use them, and this, of course, was useful because our girl was not addicted to this shit at this time then. Because to me, being addicted to something you don't need is like so-called progress. You don't need it, and there is horror stories of kids that are like 3 years old and still have their pacifiers because they can't handle the shit. They need it. Because
also
they are some
jetzt.
Pavlov dogs or something.
Guckt euch den Boy an, wie er einfach mal übelst hardcore mit Neongrün die Quelle in das Video reinpresst. Der ist einfach nur, der hat keine Compromises damals gemacht, der Junge.
Next one is like baby bottles. First of all, it's a lot of plastic, and usually the breast is always the best thing, and no one tells you when to stop.
Monsterhirte, es geht eine menschliche
don't
Tochter.
Stop. I mean, I have a video for this. It's the best thing you can do. Fuck with baby bottles. Another thing, heated swingers.
Heated
like you
swingers.
Pack a baby in. Because usually all those gadgets are made for parents that do not give a fuck about their child. They do not want to have their child. So they want to put the child in baby jail and go fuck themselves. And heated swingers is basically the swinger and you put the baby in, but it is also heating. So it's very warm and cozy and schmoozy. Because, I mean, first of all, what could go wrong? And secondly, wouldn't it just better to have your baby on your own?
Eine Wiege. Baby Swinger ist eine Wiege. Na, also es geht um eine Wiege, die von unten beheizt wird. Also, und da muss man sich ja wirklich die Frage stellen, lol, was könnte da schieflaufen, ne? Wenn man eine beheizte Babywiege hat, wo man der Elektronik nicht 100% vertrauen kann, weil sie aus China kommt.
Buddy? For temperature and stuff? And also for bonding and stuff? I mean, of course, this is not costing money, and it is not in some lifestyle magazine as an option to buy. But just think about it. It might be the better way to do stuff. And when we are already talking about those kind of gadgets, there's even those awful gadgets with the smartphones and stuff. And I will just show the pictures again because they are fucking awful.
Guckt euch diese Bilder
just check out my other videos about digitalization. It's so awful. Next thing is like the own bed of the baby. Just keep your family bed. Own beds. They serve no purpose. I mean, when you have a baby that sleeps alone from the very beginning and it does not give a fuck, then it's alright, I guess. But usually, most of the times, babies
Lobo geht
want sleepy, cozy feeling of being protected and safe. And this is right at the mother's breast. That's all. That's all you need. And for this, it serves purpose if you have a big bed. And for us, it was working. Just buy another cheap bed, place it right next to our bed, so we have like 3 beds in a row. Easy. Easy win. Easy is good. Next one. Baby lotions.
Habt ihr das gehört? Vergangenheitsmorph sagt doch tatsächlich Geschlechterdiskrimination. Frauen mit Brüsten sind wichtig. Habt ihr das gehört? Stillen. Fuck, Alter. Der Typ ist so konservativ. Kannst du nichts machen.
What is this shit? Babies have the best fucking skin on the fucking planet. I mean, of course, you need baby lotions, when you are putting your baby in your fucking water tub every fucking day. But this is of course bullshit. No one needs to clean the baby with soap and water all the day, like 4 times a day or whatever.
Nein,
yeah, sure.
natürlich nicht.
The skin will get dry and fucking awful then, yeah. And then you need like industry products that are even not good because all those chemicals are going inside the body, and the most extreme is like sunblockers. Yeah, I mean even sunblockers for adults. They have all those chemicals, and there is studies about that this is not good, and for children it's even worse because all those chemicals.
Ja, ich habe es mir bis heute noch nicht drauf geschafft, wenn einer von euch da mehr weiß, aber ich habe damals gelesen, das ist auch sozusagen immer noch das Wissen, was ich habe. Die Sunblocker haben im Prinzip, die Sunblocker sehen für den Körper aus wie Hormone. Und wenn die Sunblocker absorbiert werden vom Körper, dann verändern die den Hormonhaushalt. Und das ist besonders bei jungen Mädchen in der Pubertät extrem krass, aber auch bei Frauen. Also sowohl auf Frauen als auch auf alle anderen sozusagen wirkt Sunblocker übelst krass auf den Hormonhaushalt. Das hatte ich damals gelesen. Ich habe es mir noch nicht weiter reingezogen, aber ich denke, daran hat sich nichts geändert.
Even change like hormone stuff inside your fucking body, and this is just awful. But the consumer society is not selling you this. They sell it as something like progress, so-called progress. I would say progress that is not.
Doch, na klar, Hassbrause, na klar kommt das in deinen Körper.
But it's sold to you as something else. Another good example is the so-called smart sock. And it is exactly what it's like, it's measuring like blood pressure and temperature and stuff, and it's like a sock, and you can also like adjust a camera set on your baby and all that stuff in order to just do not have contact needed anymore to your baby. You can just put it in baby jail and go AFK, and then you have your smart device. And I mean, what could go wrong, right?
Ja, was könnte
wrong?
was könnte passieren?
There could be so much wrong that inside this workflow. And of course, I mean, this industry already.
Ewig Kind, täglich duschen. Es geht vor allem um täglich duschen mit dem Kind, am besten mit Seife. Und das ist halt toxisch, weil Babys haben die beste Haut auf diesem Planeten. Die brauchen diese Seife nicht. Das ist kompletter Bullshit. Wenn man übelst viel Seife auf diese Babys drauf wirft, dann kriegen die eine trockene Haut. Und dann ist man darauf angewiesen, sie permanent einzucremen mit anderen Chemieprodukten. Und damit fängt der Wahnsinn an. Das ist kompletter Bullshit.
Tries so hard to make every fucking human on the planet like very distanced from each other.
Übrigens, ich selbst jetzt. Ich dusche eigentlich fast immer nur ausschließlich mit Wasser. Ich habe gar keinen Bock mehr auf Seife und so. Ich benutze auch ab und zu Seife, und ich benutze vor allem so einmal in der Woche so ein Bart-Shampoo, was auch so für den Rest des Körpers geht und so. Aber im Prinzip verwende ich so wenig Seife wie möglich. Das braucht man eigentlich nicht wirklich. Also ich habe sozusagen, meistens mache ich so, dass ich morgens aufstehe und mit meiner Tochter Katzenwäsche mache. Also am Waschbecken mit ein bisschen Seife. Also Waschlappen und Seife. Aber das ist eine DDR-Praktik, die kennen wahrscheinlich Wessis nicht. Aber das ist sozusagen, weil da spart man halt übelst viel Wasser dabei. Ne, du hast nur ein Waschbecken voll mit Wasser und Seife. Und dann machst du dich halt sauber so. Und dann fertig. Bei uns hieß das damals Katzenwäsche. Aber so duschen jetzt mal, was ist das für eine Wasserverschwendung? Wirklich, das ist übelster Schwachsinn.
Even in the fucking family. And this is just what all this so-called progress is about. I mean, what is wrong with stay in contact with your fucking baby? No, you can also spend like $200-300 on fucking devices. And then nothing is happening. I think it's so-called progress. It's not even like, it's only a disadvantage. It's only a disadvantage. There is not a fucking single advantage to me. This is just awful. And if you are just struggling with being a parent, then you are fucking stupid. You need to check out for your own inconsistency and stop behaving like a fucking retard. Because when you have the child already, there is something, and it's called responsibility. You are responsible now. So act accordingly or go fuck yourself. And even better, don't get children when you are too stupid. Make a self-check before. If you are too stupid, fuck it. But of course, there's Dunning-Kruger, right?
Ja, Mu. Na klar. Jetzt guckt Morf einfach Mu. Einfach nur nochmal von vorne.
I think the list.
Ich wollte vorhin offline gehen und dachte so, okay, ich habe hier noch Bier. Wir gucken jetzt ein altes Cringe-Morph-Video. Wir machen jetzt Cringe-Morph. Wir gucken jetzt alte Cringe-Morph-Videos. Ist doch witzig, oder?
This ending here, all that stuff I just list is basically a waste of energy and a waste of resources. And it is not changing anything, and it's not even giving you a specific advantage in your life. It's not even a so-called life hack. It's just bad, and it's probably even worse. It's like a disadvantage to you, and you even spend money on it. So to me, all this is so-called progress. And I'm 100% sure if I would have like a day more and to talk to my wife, because she's sleeping, of course now, she would have more examples. But I don't give a shit. Those examples are already enough to make the point very clear.
Mitten in der Nacht um 3.
For the end of the video, I give you some real progress examples where I would say, yeah, progress is actually real. And to me, this is, of course, research and science in general. And I'm not talking about like research trends, like the like 90% of deep learning papers and stuff. I have my last video about this. Drinking water from the tap to me is actually real progress. Here in Germany we have like super hard controlled, very, very high quality water out of the fucking tap. It's better than the fucking water you can buy in the supermarkets, because there is less regulations than on the water that comes out of our tap.
Das stimmt, glaube ich, immer noch, ne? Also unser Trinkwasser wird härter reguliert als das Trinkwasser, was man im Supermarkt kaufen kann. Das Trinkwasser im Supermarkt hat weniger Grenzwerte und schlechtere Zahlen. Einfach vom Qualitätskontrolle her. Sodass das Wasser aus unseren Leitungen immer noch besser ist.
So I have no idea why there is people in Germany that go to the fucking supermarket and buy water. To me, this is so-called progress, because here it's not needed. Our tap water is the best fucking drinking water you can actually drink on the fucking planet. Next example, antibiotics. They are awesome. And only the so-called progress kills them. Because, yeah, all these, massacre farms for the animals use mass antibiotics on their animals, and yeah, antibiotics are used like on a casual level.
Das stimmt, also die Weichmacher in den Plastikflaschen sind sowieso Lust des Todes, ne? Also Plastikflaschen sowieso kaputt.
By fucking medical doctors, and yeah, just because the industry, right? Because antibiotics are like the anti-industry item. They are used basically by not using them. Only if it's really needed, but of course this is not like generating any profits, and that's also why there is no research anymore, because this research is not profitable anymore. So industries, I think all the big players are already out, and this was a development. It started like 6 years ago or 10 years ago, and I think last year or something there was or 2 years ago there was the last big player out of. So there is no one researching anymore in antibiotics, and this is a problem, because yeah, sure, our fucking system is collapsing, and at some point we will not have any antibiotics, and then you will die on a fucking shit that you can't even handle the shit without antibiotics. Yeah, maybe there's some different research going on with alternatives, and I have read a lot of papers like last year about it, but to me this is all like so-called progress because the solutions are there, but the fucking community and society is just wrong. Next one, art, okay? And I'm not calling out for pop music like this fucking shit picture I'm showing you right now.
Fuck.
I'm more like, yeah.
Morph geht voll Boomer-Cringe und rastet richtig aus.
I mean, also this fucking hip-hop bullshit. Of course, it has, of course, a certain progress, and I think it has a right to be there. I'm just not listening to it because to me it's bullshit. But I would assume, okay, even this is progress. Because at least I know what I don't like, and this is also, yeah, interesting. And there is actually people that enjoy this stuff, so who am I to fuck with those? I am fine with it. I just make fun of it. But to me, yeah, the next Alzowait album is just coming out. And
The next
like
Alzowait? Und damals kannte ich das nächste Alzowait-Album gar nicht. Und ich muss sagen, dieses Alzowait-Album ist wirklich eins der besten Alzowait-Alben. Es ist wirklich großartig. Und ich habe Alzowait ja dann auch live gesehen und sie haben viele Songs von dem Album gespielt und ich habe wirklich geheult. Es war an meinem, ich glaube so war, ich hatte Geburtstag an dem Tag. Sie waren Vorband von Mukwa. Ich habe es mir reingezogen und ich habe geheult. So schön war Alzowait live. Wirklich. Es war großartig. Es war wirklich hard feelings.
Because you can stream it right now on fucking YouTube. So it's already leaked, basically. And also the development in art is like the same in science. This is growth and like progress I'm actually fine with because it is intended to be, yeah, infinite. So it is always like expanding and getting new territories and stuff. But to me, this is like a good thing, not like in financial markets or something, because there these economic growths are just like, yeah, a fairy tale and also destructive.
Ja, Wotan, voll. Ich bin voll bei dir.
Progress, basically.
Ich bin voll bei dir.
I think, yeah, freedom of speech. This is also a very interesting thing because to me this is progress. And yeah, next level is then I think anarchism and education, but of course society failed, so we will not have anarchism in the next like 100 years. And maybe then the Gödel machine is already being built, and then we are all fine, I think. But whatever, the video ends here.
Okay, also Vergangenheitsmorph auf jeden Fall ist pessimistisch. Anarchismus haben wir nicht, aber vielleicht haben wir in 100 Jahren die Gödel-Maschine. Und wenn ihr nicht wisst, was die Gödel-Maschine ist, ich poste euch einfach mal dieses ekelhafte Paper hier. Ich poste euch es einfach mal hier rein. Niemand wird es verstehen. Ist auch nicht schlimm. Das ist okay. Niemand versteht es. Niemand. Vom Schmidt-Huber selber. Gödel-Maschine. Super geil. Es geht um die von Neumann-Sonne, die jetzt mal den ultimativen Beweisapproximator selber macht. Ja, auf jeden Fall richtig nice. Als Morph-Video. Er trinkt noch ein bisschen. Nom, 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 nom.
Goodbye YouTube.
Und dann ist einfach zu Ende. Ach so. Und damals habe ich noch so ein Bild eingeblendet, offensichtlich. Ich habe entweder ein Bild eingeblendet oder einen Spruch und dann war das Video zu Ende. Nee, wir machen nicht noch eins. Ich bin wirklich, ist jetzt schon um 2. Wir chillen jetzt noch ein bisschen. Ich trinke noch aus. Nee, weil ich muss wirklich morgen, ich hab noch Stress. Ich muss morgen noch eine Klausur sogar machen. Alter, ich muss 2 Stunden mit irgendwelchen Studenten in einem Raum sitzen. Nerv, Alter. Nachti. Ja, die müssen sitzen. Ich werde wahrscheinlich einfach ein bisschen an meinem Buch weiterschreiben.